Bob Proctor was like, "Hey, in order to know where you're going, you need to know where you are." I was like, man, well, that is one of the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Duh. So I didn't really take that quote seriously. One day, I moved to a new place uh, in Tampa, and every morning I go for these walks. So one day, your boy's got his headphones on. He's listening to some music, listening to some Jay Sean, and I was vibing. I was walking. I walk really fast. A lot of my shoes, at the backs of it, have holes in it, and I'm over here walking in such a way where I suddenly look up, and I'm like, "Where the hell am I?" And mind you, I walk very early in the morning. So it's like 5 a.m. There's no one in sight. And I'm in a new area. So I'm like, where am I? I check my phone. I'm about to GPS back. And I only have 2% battery life left. So as I pull up the GPS, the phone lied to me. It just died automatically. I was like, oh no, like I'm in the middle of nowhere. I don't know where the hell I am. I know where I'm supposed to go, back to where I live, but I don't know where I am. So now I'm over here going from one dead end to the another dead end, and eventually it gets to a point where I scrape my knuckles on like this brick wall, and I'm bleeding from my knuckles, and I'm wearing a white shirt. So I put my bloody knuckles on my white shirt like this, and now like there's blood pouring on my white shirt. It looks like I got stabbed. So what begins to happen is that now the sun is coming out. More people are getting on the streets, and they see this sweaty brown guy with a white shirt that looks like he just got stabbed, he's bleeding. And they're like, "Sir, do you need any help?" But at this point, my pride got into it. I was like, "No, man, I don't need any help. I'm going to figure this out my way." So I'm going on all these different dead ends, and eventually I'm picking up the data. I'm like, wait a minute, this particular store, I was already around here. So from these two paths, I'm not going to take this path because I already took it. And I take another path. And eventually from a process of elimination, what happens is that I end up at a certain place where I recognize the building. And in this building, on top of it, there's always this bird that's just chilling, like looking down at you. It's like, should I take a shit on you or not? And on this particular day, it looked at me and it's like, nah, man, you look like you've been through hell and back. I'm not going to take on a shit on you today. And eventually I got back. But that's when the concept really hit home. Imagine if I was lost and someone was like, "Hey fam, like you just got to go back to your place." All right? Then someone else came to me and it's like, "Just go back to your place." Eventually, just hearing that, I'm going to get annoyed. I'm like, dude, I know I need to go back to my place. I just don't know where I am right now. Okay? So a lot of people are like that. And if you're a leader, you're capable of just giving them some clarification. Like, hey, I see where you are right now. You're at a place where you just mentioned you got in a car accident, right? So is your insurance covering your, like the rental car? No, you're taking it out of pocket. Oh man, so you must be in a very dark place right now. That's probably explaining why you're missing a couple of the deadlines and such. I get it. Okay? But here's the thing. We all go through tough moments in our career, and you're no different. Eventually, you're going to bounce back. Your car is getting fixed, right? Okay, you're going to bounce back. You're giving them clarity on where they are. They're like, man, this guy's like reading my mind. Okay? Now, you mentioned in the beginning of this year that you wanted this particular promotion. It's not too late. You can actually still do it. And this is what you need to do to get here. Now you're giving them direction. And from that direction, the person is going to leave the office and they're going to feel inspired.